Okay, so back to our worksheet. So now we're going to move down to number 5. So number 5 is the first one in which we are actually going to divide a polynomial by binomial. And yes, we're going to have to use good old synthetic division. So we're going to get back to where we were yesterday. Sorry, I didn't take the lid off my pen. And so I have the problem already here. So this is number 5 from your worksheet. If you have your paper and pencil out, then you need to get to number 5. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to make sure that our exponents are lined up correctly. So we have a 3, 2, 1 constant. So we're fine. So no need to annex in zeros. So now this time we just can't take the n plus 8 and write it underneath every term as last time. So this is when we have to actually incorporate in synthetic division. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this positive 8, and remember what this is called? This is our divisor, and this is our dividend. So we're going to take that positive 8 in the divisor, and we're going to change the sign and make it a negative 8. Voila. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the coefficients of every one of our terms up here. So remember, if there's not a number in front of it, what is it? It's a 1. Now we're going to bring down the -2, -84, and -39. All right, so now we have that, and draw your line. So hopefully you're there with me. If not, get there with me. Now we're going to bring down our 1, and we're just simply going to multiply. -8 times 1 is -8. Okay, so -2, -8 is -10. All right, so now I'm going to multiply the -8 and the -10 together. So -8 times -10 would be a positive 80. All right, so -84, positive 80 is -4. And lastly, -8 times -4 is positive 32, and -39 plus 32 would be equal to -7. Now notice that my last term did not become a 0, so it is actually the remainder. It's the remainder. And in case you don't remember, what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to this n cubed. We're going to drop it a power and make it an n squared and bring our n squared down. Okay, if there's not, then n. And so now we have 1n squared minus 10n minus 4. But what do we do with this remainder? We put it over the divisor. So we're just going to put n plus 8. And so this right here would be your solution. So take a look at that. I'm going to leave it here for just a second so that you will have time to write it down, soak it in. And of course, please send me questions through Remind, any questions that you have. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and look back at our sheet. So I decided to do number 8 because I kind of did a terrible job in writing that one out, and I thought, well, it'll probably be a good one for us to jump on. So we're going to go ahead and do number 8. Whoops, wrong one. So I'm going to write that problem out. We're going to go 9n cubed minus 35n squared minus 48n minus 13, and then divided by n minus 5. Okay, so we have 9n cubed minus 35n squared minus 48n minus 13 divided by n minus 5. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change that -5 to a positive 5, and we're going to bring down the n, the minus 35, the minus 48, and the minus 13. So take a look at that. We changed our 5. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to bring down that 9 and start our synthetic division. 5 times 9 is positive 45. So now negative 35, positive 45 is 10. 5 times 10 is 50. So negative 48, positive 50 is going to be equal to 2. And then 5 times 2 is 10. And of course, negative 13, positive 10 is negative 3. This is our remainder. We're going to drop a power and fill those in. N squared plus 10n plus 2. And then we're going to put that negative 3, so it'll be 9n squared plus 10n plus 2 minus 3 over, you guessed it, n minus 5. And there is our solution. Okay, so in this section, go ahead and work 6, 7, 10, 9, and 10. If you have any questions, please send me a question through Remind as well as a picture of your problem, and I will work it for you.